Today we are going to begin class 8 civics chapter 1 the legislature. Now before we start, let us discuss what is constitution. A constitution is a set of rules that guides how a country, state or other political organization works. It helps a country to run smoothly. So you may say it is the book of law. The Constitution of India has provided a union of states with a federal structure. There are three main organs of the government. What are the three main organs? The legislature, the executive and the judiciary. These three organs help the government to run smoothly. Now the Union Legislature. The Parliament of India is the highest representative body of Indian people at the national level. Now it consists of the two houses. What are the two houses? The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is known as the lower house or the house of the people because its members are elected directly by the people. Now the Rajya Sabha, it is known as the upper house. Now there is a diagrammatic representation through which you can understand the legislature. See, the legislature or the parliament is headed by the President of India. It has two houses, that is the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Now the tenure period is 6 years for its member and 5 years for the members of the Lok Sabha. Now here is the list of number of members we have in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Now let us discuss about the speaker here, speaker of the Rajya Sabha. Now the meetings of the Rajya Sabha are presided over by the Vice President of India. Now what is the function? He conducts the proceedings of the house and allows the members to move bills in the houses. So that is the main function of the speaker of the Rajya Sabha. He also permits the members to express their views on bills during debates. He maintains discipline in the house and he can even suspend any of the house who tries to disturb its proceedings. So these are the main functions of the speaker of the Rajya Sabha. Now coming to the speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now immediately after the elections of the Lok Sabha, its members meet and elect their chairperson from among themselves. Now that person who is elected is known as the speaker. And what is the main function of that speaker? The main function of the speaker is to preside over the meetings of the Lok Sabha and maintain discipline in the house. So that is the functions of the speaker of the Lok Sabha and the speaker of the Rajya Sabha. And how is the members of the Lok Sabha elected? They are elected on the basis of adult franchise through a secret ballot system. That means that all the citizens of our country who have attained the age of 18, they can vote for the members of the Lok Sabha. Now let us discuss about the qualification and the terms of the Lok Sabha. Now the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people on the basis of what? Adult franchise through a secret ballot system, that is through voting. A member of Lok Sabha, now these are the qualification of the members to be a member of the Lok Sabha. He should be a citizen of India, should have attained the age of 25, should be a registered voter, must not hold any office of profit under the government, then should not have been declared insolvent or unsound mind and must not be proclaimed a criminal by court. And the term of the Lok Sabha is, I have already told you, 5 years. So the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years and the president can dissolve the house before the expiry of its term. Only the president has the right to dissolve and order a fresh election. Now let us discuss the qualification and the term of Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha is the permanent house of the parliament and the qualification required by its member should be a citizen of India, must not be below 30 years of age, and should not hold any office of profit under the government of center or state, must not be declared insolvent, and must not be proclaimed a criminal by court, and its term is 6 years. So now let us discuss about the powers and the functions of the parliament. I have already told you the parliament make laws for the whole country. Now these laws are compulsory for the members to follow. Everybody has to follow the laws made by the parliament. Now it makes laws on 97 subjects, and these subjects are mentioned in the union list and 47 in the concurrent list. Now children, these union list, what comes under union list is defense, citizenship, communication, currency, etc. In page 121 of your textbook, you can see there is a column where you have the list, union list, concurrent list and the state list. Now coming to the next point, the parliament undertakes some other financial controlling, constitutional and electoral, judicial function. It approves the budget of the country. Now whatever the budget, how much what should be the budget for the country, that also is decided by the parliament. It takes part in the election of the president and the vice president of the country. It can even remove, it has the right to remove the president from the office through impeachment. The Lok Sabha has the power to pass a vote of no confidence against the Council of Ministers. Now what is the meaning of the word impeachment? Impeachment. It is a method of trying some high dignitaries such as the president, a judge of the Supreme Court, etc. in the parliament for charges of violation of the constitution and misbehavior. Now if they have violated any of the rules or found to misbehave, they can be removed by the president. Now let us discuss about how is a law made. Now to make a law, a proposal in the form of a bill is introduced. Now to make a law, a proposal in the form of bill is introduced in either houses of the parliament. The bill passes through several stages in both the houses and finally goes to the president for his assent. And after the president's assent only, a proposal will become a law. Until and unless a proposal does not have a president's assent, it cannot become a law. Now let me tell you, there are two types of bills. What are the two types of bills? Non-money bill and money bill. An ordinary bill or non-money bill can be introduced in either houses, either of the two houses. But a money bill, remember, a money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. The finance minister, our finance minister, he introduces the money bill in the form of budget with the prior approval of whom? With the prior approval of the president. Now the Lok Sabha is considered to be more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. How? Because money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. This is the first reason. Then the second one is the Council of Ministers is both individually and collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Motion of no confidence can be passed only where? Only in the Lok Sabha. The ordinary bills can be introduced in both the houses, I have told you, but in case of a deadlock between the two houses, a joint sitting is called and Lok Sabha having more members can push through the proposal. Because when there is a joint sitting and when there is a deadlock and there is a joint sitting, the number of members in the Lok Sabha is more than the Rajya Sabha, you already know. So it is obvious that the Lok Sabha will have more number of votes. Therefore, the voting will go in the favor of the members of the Lok Sabha. That is why it is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. So that's all we have in this chapter. Just read the chapter properly so that you can understand it well. Thank you.